there ever was a sign that veganism has gone mainstream, it's the Herbivorous Butcher, the country's first vegan butcher shop that recently opened in Minneapolis. In a region that's better known for its cattle yards and steakhouses, this shop is looking to change the conversation with a fully plant-based menu.
You know, I think that veganism is really important in the Midwest because it's such a meat and potatoes area.
It's sort of a natural evolution, you know, like the Midwest was due. It had to happen sometime. The coast can't have all the nice things forever, so. Just like you go to your supermarket, you know, you get like ground beef, steaks, you know, things like that. It's gonna be a certain quality, but you go to a butcher shop to get the good stuff. And that's kind of what we are for the meat alternative world.
Our goal with the shop was to make it special for people who didn't want to eat meat. You know, they don't just have to go to a grocery store and go to the frozen food aisle, pick up this box with a bunch of frozen stuff in it. We wanted to make it special, so kind of like an old-timey butcher shop, but updated. So when they walk in, they're going to see friendly faces behind the case. They're going to see a case full of meat, a case full of cheese, and some other local products that go with what we carry in the case. So you don't look at something and you're like, wow, this looks like a hockey puck, you know, this looks like the sausage.
This steak is purple.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to make it, you know, as close to its animal counterpart as possible. So that switchover is quite simple for people.
Shops like this intend to expand the appeal of veganism beyond those who strictly avoid animal products to those who are thinking a little bit more deeply about the source of their foods.
You know, people are starting to eat with their ethics more than their taste buds. Slowly, you know, it's something that's really been interesting to observe the past 3 years.
I think this is the beginning of that evolution of food, and hopefully, you know, in 15, 20 years we won't have to make it look like that because maybe humans won't be eating it at that point. If you think it's silly, we want you to come into our shop and try our food and then make that decision.
Yeah, we're not hipsters, we're pretty lame actually, so.
We're just a bunch of nerds that like food and love the environment. So come in and try it.
So that's just what we did. We decided to round up a few locals to see if these meatless meats pass muster.
We're gonna see how this stuff actually tastes.
The last time I had a rib from an animal was 18 years ago.
I am mostly vegan. I follow a plant-based diet.
I eat everything. I grew up on a farm.
First up, the brat, meatless brat. I've had real brats in Wisconsin. I've never had a meatless brat before.
This actually looks like a really good piece of charcuterie from a local butcher. I'm guessing it has a good savory taste and I really want to try it. That's a delicious brat.
So it doesn't taste like meat to me. It doesn't taste like a brat, but that's not the point because it's just good on its own. And like a real brat, it would definitely go good with beer.
It's spicy. I want to finish this.
Vegan taste test number 1, not really meat, but it's kind of good on its own. It's its own thing, and I dig it. Round 2, vegan cheese.
You know, it actually looks like cheese.
I would never be able to tell the difference. It feels like cheese.
Ooh, it's a little bit spongier. Can I eat it? Okay. This is wonderful.
It definitely has a surprising cheesiness to it.
Honestly, it tastes like dill Havarti.
The only difference between this and a Havarti that you would buy that has normal dairy in it, it's just a little bit softer, like it breaks apart a little bit more easily. The main event, the Korean barbecue rib. It's apparently their #1 seller. You can see the sponginess on the inside. Ooh, it's more. That's exciting.
I haven't eaten anything like this in so long.
Okay, let's dig in.
It's smoky with a little bit of sweetness from the glaze, and the sesame seeds are awesome. It adds like a little crunch to it.
It really is no different than what you would eat if you're eating meat and ordering ribs. The difference is definitely the texture. It definitely has a spongy quality to it.
It's delicious, and there's no death.
It's a good place to start. It's the gateway drug to meatless meats, this barbecue rib right here. And it's totally good just as on its own, not even comparing it to that.
There's absolutely a vegan agenda. We are taking over the world.
Low key though,
Yeah.
you know, we're doing it low key. We're bridging the gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing it slowly. We kind of just like to trick people into it. People say, was that not meat? I'm like, no.
This is the future right now. I definitely think so at the vegan butcher shop in Minneapolis. And this is gonna get so many more people trying meatless meats. I think one day you're gonna walk into a butcher store and not even say, I want pepperoni or I want a rib. You're gonna say, I want that meatless thing that it's not even have a name yet because it doesn't exist.